Hey guys, today we step into a world of flickering lanterns, forgotten bargains, and midnight carriages that never return. A fire crackles inside an old manor swallowed by ivy. In the cellar below, a young woman polishes cinders from stone walls, her hands blistered, her eyes hollow, but not hopeless. Not yet. Because in this retelling, the fairy godmother doesn't give without taking. And tonight, Cinderella's wish will cost more than she ever imagined. Now, sit back and relax so we can start exploring today's story. Once upon a time, a girl lived in the ashes of her father's house, bound by grief and a cruel stepfamily. But unlike the tale we know, this Cinderella is no passive dreamer. She makes a wish, but not to stars. A mysterious woman answers, cloaked in light and shadow, and offers magic for a price. At first, everything seems perfect: the ball, the prince, the escape. But beneath her silver gown lies a curse that deepens with every tick of the clock. What if the fairy godmother didn't offer salvation, but ownership? And what if midnight wasn't the end of the spell, but the beginning? In the crumbling kitchen of a cold manor, Cinderella crouches by a hearth no longer used for warmth. Her fingers are raw from scrubbing, her hair stiff with soot. Her name has been used more often as mockery than kindness. From another room, a sharp voice slices through the silence. Her stepmother calls with icy contempt. "If I see even one speck of soot tomorrow, you'll sleep outside again." Cinderella does not flinch. She watches the embers die. She whispers into the fire, quiet and trembling. "I would give anything to leave this place. Anything." And something hears her. That night, beneath a moon veiled in clouds, Cinderella walks to the withered orchard where her mother once planted trees. Mist clings to the roots like memory. And beneath the oldest dead tree stands a woman whose dress shifts like a pool of oil and light. The stranger speaks with a voice both kind and cruel. "You called me. I heard the trade." Cinderella hesitates, stunned. I didn't know I was heard." The woman nods slowly. "Every wish is a whisper. Every whisper leaves a debt." The wind dies. The orchard listens. The woman's voice sharpens, precise. "A dress of moonlight, shoes of bone and glass, and a carriage pulled from the quiet graves of mice, but not for free." Cinderella asks, barely above breath, "What do you want?" The woman smiles without teeth. "Not much. Just the echo of your name. The part of you no one else sees. The part that dreams." And she agrees. Her rags twist around her limbs, then dissolve into mist. Her body is clothed in a dress that seems spun from moonlight and shadow. Glass shoes form at her feet, sharp, cold, exquisite. The mice watch with unblinking eyes, then scurry into the harness of a carriage made from twisted pale roots. Cinderella breathes in wonder. It's beautiful. Behind her, the stranger murmurs, "It's borrowed, and borrowed things must be returned." The palace is not gold, but white as bone and colder than snow. The guests wear masks not to conceal who they are, but what they are missing. Cinderella steps into the light of chandeliers, too bright to be warm. A guest whispers with unease. She doesn't blink. Another hushed. She smells like smoke. One man moves through the crowd without hesitation. The prince offers his hand, sincere and mesmerized. Dance with me, if only for a moment." Cinderella replies with a small haunted smile. "A moment is all I have." They dance. The music bends around them. But then the clock begins to strike, once, twice. Not 12, but 13. Mirrors splinter, shadows hiss. The chandeliers swing like gallows. Cinderella gasps, backing away, fear rising. "What's happening?" The stranger's voice echoes from nowhere and everywhere. "The hour belongs to me now, and so do you." She flees, her shoes bite. One shatters, not like glass, but like bone. No slipper remains. But the prince sends out riders with portraits painted in a frenzy of longing. His envoy proclaims coldly, "Find the girl with eyes like storm glass." Door after door, no one matches until... Her stepmother says sweetly, too quickly, "My daughters are quite lovely." The soldier replies, unmoved, "We want the one who speaks without words." A stepsister snaps, "We had no guest last night." And from the shadows, Cinderella steps forward, calm and sharp. "But you had a prisoner." The wedding is held under a dark moon. Cinderella wears white, but it's the color of ash, not innocence. The prince lifts her veil, his voice soft. "I don't care what they say. I want you as you are." Cinderella answers without blinking, "You only want what you remember. I am not what I was." That night, she dreams of orchards that rot from within, and the stranger's voice drifts through the branches. "You said anything. This is anything." Days pass, then weeks. Cinderella walks the halls of the palace like a reflection no one sees. She cannot write. The letters vanish. She cannot weep. She no longer remembers why. She whispers to herself with rising dread, "What did I give away?" Her shadow answers in her own voice, deeper and older. "The part that dreams, the part that loves, the part that fights." She digs at the roots of her mother's tree, finds a mirror buried in frost. Her reflection, real, wild, forgotten, looks back. She returns to the orchard, where the mist breathes slow. The woman waits, veil shifting like silk under water. The stranger asks, calm and sharp, "You wish to end the trade?" Cinderella answers with steadiness, "I wish to end the forgetting." The stranger opens her arms, voice soft but binding. "Return what was given. Give up the prince. Speak your name." Cinderella breathes deeply, then speaks with clarity. "I am Cinderella. I am the Ashborn. I am not yours." And with that, her borrowed skin burns away. She wakes in the old kitchen, no gown, no crown, no curse, only the warmth of a real fire. The stepmother does not remember. The prince forgets. But Cinderella does not. She kneels in the garden, plants a seed, and murmurs, "I remember. That is enough." Sometimes at the 13th hour, mirrors ripple, and the veil returns. Just for a moment. But she no longer fears it. In a world where wishes have weight, Cinderella gave everything to reclaim herself. The fairy godmother never lied. She simply collected, and somewhere a veil still waits for the next girl who whispers, "I would give anything." That's it for today. I'll make similar videos in the future. Subscribe so you don't miss any stories.